Hey Storm Nation, I'm Steve Klemkin, and we are fortunate enough to have PBA champion and Storm staffer Brad Angelo. Now, when do you typically use an asymmetrical bowling ball, one of the high-end premier line balls? When do you typically find yourself using it, and how do you use it?
Asymmetrical balls, typically they're just a stronger core. Mm-hmm. So when you're talking front to back, if you're having a difficult time getting the ball to really read, and maybe you need a little stronger core to be able to get the ball
rev up earlier,
right? A little stronger engine. As that friction is moving, if you're using too close of a zone too early on the lane of friction, and you're using an asymmetrical ball, then it gets used up at the pins. So as far as distance, as you get into going from symmetric to asymmetric, you kind of use a zone that's a little bit farther down the lane. And it doesn't necessarily have to be farther away from the pocket, but the closer you get to the pocket, and then you just use a little bit less axis rotation, and you start learning to dial in some of those things that you can do physically that will be based on what you see visually. I think they want to move left to right really quick and make whatever ball they're using match up left to right, versus really understanding distance and friction zones that happen and evolve as transition is happening front to back.
What kind of recommendations or advice do you have for somebody trying to get to learn a new piece of equipment in their arsenal?
Regarding the specific intense fire, I can say because it's more of a pearlized ball and it has the intense core, that's a stronger core. Obviously you probably wouldn't start out with that type of ball on the fresh. You would certainly want to wait until the field widens out the pattern and creates a little bit more friction left to right, and then makes that pattern that was once undefined become a little bit more defined. And then you can migrate a little bit, just a little left of that, and then whatever zone you need to use for your physical game, you should be able to figure that out. It should be right in front of you.